Hey there! I got a request from a fellow YouTuber to show my favorite fixed blade neck knives, and I think that's a reasonable request. I think everybody who loves knives loves neck knives. They are so easy to carry, so light, so much utility, especially in the summer when you're out and about with shorts, maybe basketball shorts that don't have any pockets, maybe not even with a backpack. Although most knife people are preppers, are EDC guys, will always have something on them, and I think a fixed blade neck knife is a great way to do so. Also, as a backup blade, this is a great option, and even as a primary blade, if you want to go big, if you want to carry a larger neck knife. I just love them. First one I got, which one was it? I think the first one I got was the CRKT Minimalist Wharncliff. I got this one for $15 plus $5 shipping, but for $15 I got the CRKT Minimalist Wharncliff. Fantastic knife, great size. I always wanted to get the Spew, S-P-E-W from CRKT, just a little bit longer, same blade style. Absolutely love this knife. Haven't gotten around to it lately because it's not getting cheaper, not as far as I can see it, and I don't want to pay like $35 or $40 for a knife like that. That's how it looks when you carry it. I always use gutted black paracord. It just fits my purposes. I don't like the ball chains, and if you really would, if I was in a struggle, if somebody would really pull on that, hey, can't do anything about that. The ball chain would probably rip, but I don't like carrying the ball chain, so that's how it looks. Maybe my shirt is not super appropriate, but that's how it looks. I usually carry my blades under a shirt when I'm only wearing a shirt, or under a button shirt, a t-shirt I mean, in the first example. So that's number one. Knife number two I got, I think, was probably the Cold Steel Super Edge. I watched the video, the testing video from Cold Steel, I think 50 times until I pulled the trigger on that one. I could not imagine how small this knife was, even from watching the video 50 times. So you're welcome for the 50 views, Cold Steel. Cool knife. Not a fan of the serrations though, but hey, come on. This is not an everyday use knife. When I have it, I usually use it, but this one is a backup blade for me. Fantastic, super sturdy Securex sheath. Also some gutted paracord in black. Fantastic handle. Very nice, very comfortable. I added some knots in the paracord there for a better grip, because it's a two-finger blade. The third one just slips down, and I like what they did with the CRKT with the cord down there. That's probably gonna rip soon. Has been used extensively, and I can't replace it because that one doesn't have a lanyard hole. That one looks a little bit like a rat tail, but hey, features very good grip. Also cut down some branches with that super knife. just show you how it looks when I carry it. That's how it looks. Very small knife. In the end of the video I will show you all the knives in comparison to each other, just lying around. And then I think I got the Benchmark Backpacker. Now this is what I would call a full-size knife. It had on the sheath, that's a good sheath, but it had a really weak metal clip on there. I didn't use that, so I never carried that because of that fucking clip, and I wasn't able to screw it off because that's not a screw, it's just a bolt, and I had to really wedge something in there and break it off, and it was quite a bit of work. Super cool sheath, not Kydex, I think it's a molded plastic, but it's very sturdy, very good for upside down carry, and it's a very beautiful blade, I think. Big, huge lanyard hole. Don't need it though, because I can barely get a 4-finger grip on there. Very good knife. I used this one as a primary knife in the summer. Not super sharp blade steel. What is it? I don't know it by heart. You can Google that. Benchmark Backpacker. I think Gavco has a review up. Very cool knife. I really like the size. Adequate blade thickness. Very nice. High hollow grind. Good fixed blade. Really good fixed blade. Not too heavy for neck carry. Really good. And that's how it's looked around my neck. Let's get this out of the way. That's a bigger one. Yeah. But I really like that. Really fits into on the sternum. Has a flat profile. Conceals very well. Next up, and I don't know if they're in order of me buying them, but hey, who cares. This one, the Doc Ritter CRKT RSK MK5, that's right, totally forgot the name. Cool knife, really cool knife. I wrapped some paracord around that handle, and my little sister actually said it looks like a mouse, and I tend to agree. It actually looks like a mouse, and I cannot see it now. Looks like a mouse. The good thing is when you wrap some paracord around the handle, you can use your thumb to press on that paracord. You have a good grip, you have jimping, and the plus on this, this is my doing. There was some cord with this knife, but there was, I think it was yellow and blue and purple, so it looked kind of circus-ish. You can wrap it, 2 of your fingers in there, through there, and you have a really decent grip. Although it's just a 2-finger knife. Not as good as a grip as the Cold Steel Super Edge. Quite sharp. Has a lot of belly. And I just love the black coating. Looks really cool. Most of the time when I use this knife, and I've used it quite a lot, for example ripping open wine boxes or something in a supermarket that those weren't opened yet, and I wanted to get that wine, man, I need that wine, and I cut open that box. I used it like that in a pinch grip. Basically I have my middle finger and my ring finger around the handle, and my thumb and my pointer pinch the blade. That's very comfortable. It's really a comfortable grip. It's a very wide blade for the size, and pinching it, is a very comfortable way to cut. That one I also got really cheap, I think for $9, and I know this goes for 25, even more sometimes. It's a great knife, but not worth 25 bucks. Not for me. For $9, oh my god, this is awesome. And the sheath is a plastic sheath that is yeah, really hard but flexible, and it's riveted. But the problem, I had to ask the seller for a replacement sheath because the rivets weren't really tightened on the first one, so it had no retention. Now it does. Not so good thing about the sheath is it has only one hole to put a lanyard through, so it hangs like that, dangles like that. Yeah, have to take off my hat for that. This is how it looks. Quite cool. Really, really flat. Looks awesome. Really like it. So next, okay. Next is a Dirk Pinkerton design Meyerco. This is a knife I don't carry. Why is that? Many people of you who know that knife know the blade geometry is abysmal. It's a really, really bad blade geometry. Had to resharpen it as best as I could. Wasn't able to get a super fine edge on there, but it's very comfortable. It's a cool knife. It's a cool knife to look at. I also wrapped some paracord on there. Maybe I will get rid of it. I don't know, but it's better for actually gripping it, to get a good grip. Very comfortable. Very good design. I just wished the blade geometry wasn't that bad. Very cool knife. Also, the sheath kind of sucks. This is the sheath. You can get the knife in like that, and it's not really a click. It's just some pressure, but not so good retention. Yeah, I just don't feel secure when I wear this knife around my neck. It's a little bit larger as well, and the retention just isn't really there, so I don't feel really safe carrying this. Bam. Last but not least, and I think this is the last one I got here. I wish I had more, I really wish I did. But this is the last knife, also a Meyerco. And I was too late to get one of Gavco's Wijidashis, so I had to get something else. This is the also designed by Dirk Pinkerton Meyerco thumb drive. This is a Kiridashi style neck knife, very small. It's not really a knife. I wouldn't call this a knife. I would call this an edged tool. Very pointy, very acute tip, but quite thick blade stock. Quite thick. You definitely need some paracord on there, because this is what you have for grip. So I have a 4-finger grip with the paracord and the thick knot down there. Not really good for cutting. Also, the blade geometry is not super good. The secondary bevel is has not a steep angle, or it has a steep angle. You know, it's an angle like that, not like that. Whatever. Cool knife, looks cool. Dirk Pinkerton design. There's this logo. Yeah. Hope you can see that. This is a good tool for piercing and for opening, like the bubble packages, the plastic bubbles, you know, for the There are actually package openers designed on Leatherman tools, and other companies make those just for opening these shell packagings. I don't know what they're called, but you just pierce in and you can cut through that, and for that it's really good. You have some paper right here, bam, like that. A little bit ripped, so not super clean, and there we have the problem already. Blade geometry. It's all about geometry, kids. Learn your math. Then you know if a blade is good or not good. But for that, it's okay. Works fine. Sheath has some retention, doesn't click in place, but there's enough friction when you stuck it in real good. And you have to carry it a little bit crooked, but that's fine. I think it looks cool like that. 2 holes in the sheath. Very nice. Very nice. And now I will show you all the knives next to each other. So those are the knives next to each other. In sheath, like you would carry them, or I would carry them, around the neck. And those are the knives without their sheaths. Benchmark Backpacker, fantastic, fantastic. Primary blade if needed. The other ones, not so much. Secondary blades, of course. Very nice knives for the money. I can totally recommend each and every one of them to you. Maybe except for that one. But if you like the looks of it, well, I still keep mine. Thanks for watching, have a good night, goodbye.